What chart is this? Beetle, what are you trying to sell me? The Octo chart? Do I even want to buy this? I mean,
Do it, whatever. It's 20 rupees. Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I have a full wallet anyways, so it's not like it matters. I'm sure I'm gonna fill it up in a second.
I already marked that. Okay, good. We Gucci.
Oh my god, the mini blends in Wind Waker are the same as the anchovies in SpongeBob. Wait. That was like one of the first episodes of SpongeBob ever, right? Like, wasn't that the second episode?
Dude, I don't know. I had never watched enough SpongeBob to know what episode or what season things came from. So,
yeah. Well, also as a child, I didn't really even realize that seasons were a thing. I don't think, because you just watched cartoons, you didn't realize that they were broken up into seasons. I think I eventually learned because my parents bought one of the a season of SpongeBob.
Well, my whole thing is I always thought that seasons were like the actual seasons, like, oh, this one comes out in the fall, this one came out in the winter. Like, that's what I thought.
I guess that makes sense, actually.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
That logic does make a lot of sense. Oh, yeah. The episode with the anchovies was the pilot episode of SpongeBob. I was right about that.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Damn, I'm not right about a lot of things, so that's pretty surprising.
It's about time.
Finally, damn.
Finally, holy shite.
Getting my shite together.
Getting my shite together.
So are we not cussing? Is that a thing? Because I've noticed you haven't been saying very many cuss words.
So I talked about this with my audience a lot, but I haven't really talked about it with you. One of the things that I'm trying to do for 2019 is just limit myself. I've mentioned it a few times on stream, but I'm trying to limit myself in a lot of different ways, not just swearing, but like just like little things like sugar. Limit myself on sugar. No, not saying like we can't do these things, just do them less. So
moderation is good in everything.
It really is. So that's why that's my goal for 2019. That's my New Year's resolution, is to limit myself in different ways. You know, smoke less weed. You know, like.
Are you gonna limit yourself with Tyler?
Oh God, I hope so. Yeah, I hope so.
Just kidding. You're gonna see a lot more of me this year than you did last year.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind me.
Dude, Steven Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob, him dying is honestly really, really sad.
Yeah, I know. That's super sad.
I've actually thought about this a lot, that the further this is the first year of social media age, we are now learning. Humans today are going to know of 10 times the amount of people they ever have in any other generation of their life.
Yep. That's right.
So our generation is going to be the first generation that is going to get to a point when we're older where literally at least one person that we know of is going to be dying every single day, probably.
Honestly, yeah, actually. That's been happening a lot, especially this past year. Like, a lot of recognizable names that people we watched from our childhood or whatever are just starting to die off, and we just know them. You know, we don't know. Yeah, that's actually a good question. We don't really know them. That's the thing, because they're like celebrities or whatever. But we know of them, so yeah, it's still heartbreaking to hear about people's deaths. You should be, in fact, actually probably a little bit heartbroken, especially if one of your favorite creators passes away or something. That's happened a couple of times. Total Biscuit passed away. And that's a huge loss for the gaming community. I didn't really watch his stuff, but that's a huge loss for our community,
Even like excluding celebrities, though.
Right, yeah. Like,
dang it.
Excluding celebrities.
Things like Facebook. So before, because we were literally the first generation where this could be a thing, but we added everybody. Like, I guess you didn't go to public high school, but my Facebook is pretty much just all my friends from high school and all like everybody I ever met in Missouri kind of growing up.
Yeah.
So I have like 1,200 people on my Facebook there. And like once I'm older, I'm going to be able to like keep track of all their deaths. Well, I guess a lot of them probably won't be using that. I guess whenever we're older, Facebook probably won't be a thing and I probably won't see statuses from those people.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know.
It's kind of absurd to think
about. It's just a weird thing
to
think about.
There's probably people on your friends list on Facebook right now who have already passed away.
Oh yeah, there has been. There's been some people from high school that have passed away.
Honestly, it sucks.
I think the one that like hit me the most is there was this one girl that was like really into me in high school.
Yeah.
I just know this because she like told me a lot, and like her friends would always like joke about it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I wasn't interested, but she just had like this huge crush on me in high school, and she died last year, and that really hit hard.
Wow.
Because, yeah.
That's crazy. I've never had anybody like that.
That's pretty much all I knew her for because like her friends like You know how like high school girls are, and like how they like whenever one of their friends likes somebody. I guess you don't. That's true.
I have no idea. I was homeschooled.
Sure. Well, that's how like lots of girls are. Like they kind of like are each other's wing woman, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ow, Josh, the frame rate? Oh, go away. Tyler's frame rate's a little low, but that's fine. It's just because we're beaming
So
it
I'm
through the
recording
internet.
my footage right now, so whenever we upload this to YouTube, the frame rate won't be an issue. But we can't really do anything about it for this stream.
Yeah.
But after this live versus, because Josh and I were setting everything up for this versus, the way we're probably gonna do live versus from now on is we're probably gonna go. What we plan to do is we're gonna go back to weekly uploads with the series that we're doing, and we're gonna have an editor for those so they can come out consistently. Hopefully,
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We'll make it happen. We'll try to.
I hope we can stay consistent. I really do, because I want to stay so consistent on versus. Like I feel really, really bad that we haven't. Like I feel really guilty about it.
Me too.
And
we've been bad about it for a long time. And every time we do get inconsistent, because sometimes we are consistent for like a little while, and that feels really good, and then we get out of the rhythm again, and it ends up being.
And then
bad.
then I just feel bad about it. Like I don't. So
yeah, we shouldn't feel bad about stuff that we're making. We should be able to feel good about it, and I think that we'll be able to do that if we have an editor helping us put out stuff consistently. You know.
Yeah. And then live versus will probably become a thing that just happens 4 to 5 times a year, and we'll do them in person. That way, all the quality is perfect for them.
So Benny Blaster in the chat actually asked somebody a really good question. Has there been a game that you wanted to do a versus on, but were unable to for whatever reason? You know of any games?
I would say like the Pikmin games, just because you're not very good at them.
Yeah,
but that's something I also want to do in 2019. Is I do want to do Pikmin versus and just like find other creators. Like I think we should both branch out and collab a bit more with versus.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's something that I would really like to do personally as well. So.
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion. Soon, we'll do it. Don't worry, it'll happen. Maybe not soon.
Blind Subnautica versus. Isn't Subnautica a very like in-depth, crafty type of game?
It is. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work. It probably wouldn't at all. Actually, it might. I mean, like keep going until somebody dies.
Somebody said no, you won't. Stop calling us out. Stop knowing us so well.
Stop being like that. That's not okay.
We can change, I hope.
Nah. I mean, we're trying, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. We were talking about something earlier, like back 10 minutes ago that I really wanted to keep talking about, but then I dropped off. I was talking about the seasons of television shows.
SpongeBob.
Oh, so Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh.
I didn't realize for the longest time that show like even had a chronological order to it.
Wait, really? Well, some of the episodes are a little bit like either out of chronological order or it doesn't matter that much.
It took me until season 2 to really realize that, like, because the seasons were kind of split up by like years. So the first year of just watching season 1 and just seeing the episodes out of order.
Yeah.
Also, people ask about my frame rate, about like why it's low. It's like legitimately low on my game itself. It's not the internet.
Oh, what, really?
Whenever I'm in some areas that have a lot of things going on, my frame rate just kind of drops because my computer is not very good.
Yeah, and that in turn probably lowers the quality of the capture too.
It doesn't lower the actual gameplay quality.
Oh, it doesn't?
Well, maybe.
Well, I'm saying maybe just for Discord to like reserve some energy in your computer. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's just kind of is whenever I'm fighting a lot of enemies like right now, because there's like 30 mini blins on screen, and that's a lot of things for the game to render. And then also when I'm on Windfall, since there's so many NPCs in that area as well.
Yeah.
Everywhere else seems to be fine though. Yeah, it's making it in slow motion. This is like an epic. We should add some really some really epic music on the top.
Yeah, but now that you've done the doing, I'm kind of thinking we should just leave it as is.
Bum bum. Oh, the bass line.
Okay.
And cut.
Was that annoying enough for you? I hope so.
Everything's always annoying enough. Everything's annoying to me at this point in life. I've become very cynical.
Same. I think as you get older, you get more and more cynical. think that's.
Is there a way to make yourself become uncynical? Is there a way to reverse that?
That's a great question. No. Probably not.
So as the older you just become more cynical and it can never be reversed. You're just kind of stuck with your...
Yeah.
Cynicalness is not a word, but I can't think of a better word to describe it.
Yo, Chris is in chat. What's up, Chris? How you doing, girlfriend? We hanging out doing the race. We're doing the
Sorry
thing.
that Josh called you girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Sorry that he is the way he is.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Also, let's both save our game, just while I'm thinking about it.
No, dude, I already saved like 3 times.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I'm already on it, bro. It's actually only been once, but I'm gonna save more.
Gotta keep up with it.
Yeah, dude.
Smoke weed to become less cynical? I feel like it's the opposite.
Honestly, yeah. I think that weed expands your mind, so it's like you start thinking more about things that are cynical because you're an adult.
You start thinking about the darkest pits of hell.
Yep, that's right. Oh, do I even have anything to open this? Here, can you open it for me? Thanks, bro. Thanks, dude. I was not expecting that to work as well as it did.
Oh, somebody said Kid Goku for Smash. That's actually another character you can play as in Wind Waker Randomizer is Goku. It's Kid Goku.
Oh, wow, really?
Because adult Goku, all the models have to kind of fit young Link's size, so they all have to be sort of smaller characters. For the most part. We're now approaching the magic conch.
Does that give me another?
I'm slightly annoyed by the fact of like how much of my knowledge in humor comes from SpongeBob, because that's like the main thing I watched when I was a kid.
Dude, that's dumb.
It really dates my commentary.
It does. What else? What other cartoons?
Because the only people that can understand are the ones who were also the same age as us and like grew up with that cartoon as well.
kids will understand.
Exactly.
I don't.
Versus a channel for only 90s kids, and that's it. If you're not a 90s kid, get out of here. What are you doing here? You don't understand.
What other cartoons did you watch as a kid?
I watched a Tingle statue. I forgot we have those turned on as well.
Yep.
Did you ever look up where the Tingle statues are?
I know where some of them are, but they also, I discovered a thing. They also, in the randomizer, they show up on your map with the compass. Whereas in the original game, they do not. So if you get the compass in the level, you'll know where they are. So I know where some of them are. I don't know where the other ones are, but it's not going to matter that much. I don't think that they give you progression items anyway, because there's not even an option for that in the randomizer. So
yeah, there is.
Oh, there is? Did you turn it on?
Yeah, I'm using version 1.4. I just kind of forgot. I forgot to bring it up because I totally slipped my mind. Yeah, there's 5. There's a chest inside all 5 dungeons that have one.
All right, well,
so the Dragon Roost one, I can tell you real fast. They're pretty easy.
I know where the Dragon Roost one is. I know where the one in Forsaken Woods is too.
Okay, the one for Tower of the Gods.
I know where that one is too, actually. Oh. I don't know where the other ones are.
Let's see. The one for... I actually don't either.
Oh, okay. Well, when it comes to that,
we'll take a break at some point and we'll look it up during our break.
Yeah, just to make sure. Just in case we, for some reason, can't find the other ones. Hopefully we can.
So the area where my game is lagging at the most is inside submarines, which is weird because that's the smallest area. The gigantic ocean that has a ton of water and islands everywhere isn't lagging, but these tiny inside segments of the submarines are making me lag a little bit.
Yes. Oh my god. Hey Tyler, can you pause your game?
Did you go pee again?
I might.
Oh my god. Okay, go fucking pee, you gross ass.
I'll be back.
1, 2, 3,
go.
Get back to it.
Back to it. Back to it. All right.
Let's turn back time to the good old days.
What do I even, dude? You know, you feel me?
You even by having even multiples of 2. I guess I can't use the word even in the definition of even. Never mind.
No.
But still. Why is Minecraft Versus on the channel labeled as our current Versus? Is it?
Wait, it? It might be.
It shouldn't be.
The playlist might say current Versus in it.
Oops, we should probably change that. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Oh, hell yes. That's what I'm talking about.
What'd you get?
I got the shot hook.
The shot hook? Dude, so did I. But I don't have the leaf, and I realized that in order to get through the first room of that wind temple, you need the leaf. Or do you? Is there any way to grapple up there? Because I don't think there is, unless you can grapple onto Makar. Which, can you do that?
Like grapple onto Makar?
Yeah. Is that a
How
thing
heavy
you
do
can
you
even
think
do?
he is?
What?
Are you saying Makar is skinny little dude? You can't grapple onto him.
Okay, well, I'm just asking, like, is there a way that...
I mean, yeah, Makar's made of 100% real wood, but that doesn't mean you can grapple onto him. He would probably come to you. They'll probably cry and be like,
He sounds like a electronic cat.
yeah.
Specifically an electronic cat.
Or were you asking if you could grapple onto your car? Is that what you were asking? Because I think your car's made of metal. You probably can't grapple hook onto that.
Well, actually, my car's made of wood, so.
Do
I
you actually drive a horse carriage?
Yeah, I bought it from a family called the Flintstones. It's not entirely wood. It's partially stone.
But I guess the Flintstones and Jetsons know each other, don't they? So.
That's right.
So I see how you have that hookup.
Yep. You're damn right.
'Cause your name is Josh Jetson.
Wait, what key was that I just got?
Wait.
What key do... Tyler, what key was on...
Attention. Pay attention.
Okay, thank you, chat. Appreciate it.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
I wasn't thanking you. I wasn't thanking you at all.
Oh, who were you thanking?
Chat. You're not chat.
Yeah,
as far as I know.
My name is Chet.
No, I thought it was sexy tits.
Sexy tits.
I thought it was sexy tits.
The name Chet sounds like somebody who's a computer programmer to me.
Chet.
Chet.
Chet. Chet.
Hello, my name's Chet. I like to wear khaki pants and a polo every single day of my life.
Dude, you know what? Polo shirts are comfy. Don't knock polo shirts, bro.
I didn't knock polo shirts.
You're knocking polo shirts.
I just said Chet wears polo shirts. I didn't say, wow, Chet's a loser because he wears polo shirts. I guess I sort of inadvertently just did by making fun of it.
Stop bullying Chet. He's trying, okay?
Chet just doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Chet sounds more like a trucker name, somebody says. No, that's more like Earl.
Earl? Earl Grey?
Earl is more of a trucker name.
Earl is a good trucker name, though. Like, if I was going to name my kid something... And
you wanted your kid to be a trucker?
Like, yeah, if I wanted my kid to be a trucker, I would name him Earl. Or, like...
You know how lots of the times fathers like their kids to follow, like, the lineage of, like, what they do? Like, they want the kid to kind of follow the same career path and whatnot?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think dads who don't have very desirable career paths also want their kids to do the same thing? Like,
no, because my dad has an undesirable career path and did not force it on me.
I wonder if there's anybody who's a trucker and they're like, yes, I want to have a kid and I hope he's can follow in my footsteps as being a wonderful trucker.
Dude, as a trucker, you can make pretty decent money.
You can. I could never do that, though. I hate driving long distances.
I don't mind driving long distances, but I would not want to do it in a giant truck and not be able to do anything else. You know, like, I have a deadline and that kind of thing, right? So that would just bother me too much.
Yeah, trucker deadlines can be really harsh sometimes. Unforgiving.
Unforgiving, dude. Dude, I'm just so hungry. I'm going to just buy all these pears, dude. I'm going to eat lots of pears. They look like they're screaming, though, so that's unsettling.
Every time you... That is kind of true. The freaking Hoya pears.
Hoy. I love it.
Tower of the Gods Big Key. That's useless right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, it might be useful.
Oh my god, they're the same as your screaming ice cream emote.
Ah, yes! Oh!
Somebody brings up a good point. If you have two of them, you have a pair of pears. That's just the cutest pun I've ever heard. It's just
that's
so innocent.
Sweet. That's so sweet.
It's probably the purest pun I've ever heard.
A pair of pears. That's That's so cute. They're gonna get married. We're gonna have a pear wedding. All the food there will be pears. Wait, no, hang on. No, that's cannibalism. Is that the
Oh no.
case?
Oh no. Apparently, the pair of pears is getting a divorce.
Oh no. Oh, how can we bring them back together?
I don't know. Maybe we could cut them up and force them into a can with each other forever,
Oh my.
and lock them in a storm cellar.
Tyler. That's murder. Ooh.
Are you trying to infer that I'm not cool enough to murder somebody? Is that what it is?
I don't think cool is the right word.
Josh,
I think that's
cool as it gets. I'm a badass. I can murder whoever I want.
no. I think the word cool and murder are like pretty much not mutually exclusive. So I think you're.
Well, apparently Josh has a pretty warped idea of what's cool. Josh, you don't know what cool is.
I know
that's cool is $2,000 Gucci belts. Okay.
You know what's cool? Coral. Coral's cool. Coral's coral. Did I do it right?
I liked your laugh right there. It kind of ascended in tones. It went.
I think all my laughs do, don't they?
I think they do. I think they all go up in pitch as they continue.
There you go. Yeah, see?
I think mine go down in pitch. Mine go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's my impersonation of Tyler. Oh yeah. I don't know why
It
you.
sounds like I'm really getting into something.
Let's not talk about what you're getting into.
My buns are on fire.
We don't need no water. Let the motherfuckers burn. Where did the last?
I'm sure Zora Link hates being in these lava-filled rooms. If I know anything about Zora Link from Majora's Mask, he probably hates
you
this whole
slut!
situation.
You slut! You get back here, you hoe! Sorry, I didn't mean to talk to you like that, Tyler.
I don't like the word slut. I prefer skank.
Dude, can you come down here and stay down here, please? Oh my god.
Why don't you stay with me?
Where the hell did that bastard go? Motherfucker! Get over here!
all
Yes!
I-
Oh, sorry. I was just in a duel with Mickey fucking Mouse.
Wow. Way to make Mickey's name. Oh my god! What?
Don't use Mickey's name.
He was possessed for a second. He was like floating.
Wait, what?
That was terrifying. One of those Moldorm dudes. He was attacking me, but his body was like floating in the air and it looked terrifying. No, get in there.
That is
Go in the hole,
upsetting.
dude. Go in. Go. Just get in the hole, please.
Just get in the hole. What a maniacal laugh. Sorry, I'm sorry. I've moaned twice in this stream already, and like that's not my thing. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm sorry about that. I apologize for moaning.
That's my thing. Don't be stealing my thunder, dude.
I'm not stealing your thunder. I'm stealing your moans. You can
My
have the
moans are
thunder.
thunderous, dude. Whoa.
Oh. What if your moans did sound like thunder? It's just like you're having sex and then just loud booming emanates from your mouth.
Just crackles.
Crack! And then like whoever you're having sex with is like, what the fuck was that?
Don't. Oh my god, I have a quarter of a heart left. I have a quarter of a heart.
You need more hearts, bro.
I really do. Don't. I barely scathed this. I don't know how. I'm just like scraping by the hair of my fin.
Your hair of your chin.
Okay, that was actually worth it. It was worth the effort.
I just keep getting pieces of heart. So I've actually almost got a full heart container actually again. I think. Okay,
Do you have 4 hearts or 3 hearts?
I have 4 hearts already.
Dang, I'm only at 3.
Yeah, I keep finding heart containers, and it's
I could use some hearts though. That sounds delicious.
Delicious. Delish. All right.
Delicious.
So far, the seed is being
Scooby snacks.
pretty freaking good, man.
Yeah, this has been progressing at a fairly decent rate.
Good.
Not too slow.
Eventually,
not too fast.
Eventually, it'll slow down. That's usually what the Wind Waker randomizers do, because there's so much to get at the start, and then once you start narrowing things down, that's what it starts to get like. You have to really choose. Like at the beginning, you kind of like, well, should I check out this quadrant of the map or that quadrant of the map, and go from there.
Yeah, let's see. Where's the ghost ship at? Oh, I was just up there too. Come on. Come on, dude.
Rest in
Why are you
pieces,
putting it
dude.
up there?
Rest in pieces.
Do I want to go do the ghost ship now? I don't think I'm gonna look at my map real fast. Trying to I think it'd be faster if I just took a second and made a good game plan than if I just try to play the game faster. And that's a decent plan. I feel like I'm already in a way running out of some things to do.
Really? I still have a lot to do. But maybe
I have a lot to do, but at the same time, I feel like everything is so far away from each other.
It is. It's Wind Waker. It's just the ocean. 90% of what's here.
We out in the ocean, causing some commotion.
We're on a boat.
Smooth, so we use a lot of lotion.
Oh.
Mixing up the potion that we got from Grandma. Yeah, you know she follows all the rules, all those new laws.
Tyler, please don't lube up the ocean. We don't need this.
Is it okay to use lotion as lube, or is that like unsanitary?
I
don't know if that's the question that I got that my brain went to, but I'm curious.
I mean, I don't know.
Anyways, so
Sorry, I don't need to answer that. I'm moving on from that. I'm moving on from that now.
How do people have conversations without bringing sexual things into them? I've never learned that.
Honestly, it almost never happens. Whenever I'm chatting with my friends, it almost always comes to that. It's hard not
That's
to
true.
on stream.
The thing is, like, I can talk with, well, it depends what grandparents I'm talking to. The grandparents that I lived with, they were like, they made so many sexual jokes. Like, you think I'm bad? My grandparents made 10 times more sexual jokes than I did.
See, my mom is the same way. So...
But then my other grandparents, I haven't heard them make one sexual joke ever. Which is kind of sad in a way.
On your dad's side, or?
Yeah, my dad's side.
Yeah.
Which, like, they're more conservative. But I wonder what it's like to go through your whole entire life without ever making any, like, lewd jokes.
You'll never know.
I never will.
It is too late for you. But I mean, that's an interesting
I wonder if
thought.
life is better if you do that, though. Like, are their lives actually better than, like, whenever you keep your language, whenever you're just a good, clean person? Are their lives, is there any benefit living that way? Because I wonder about that.
I mean,
does it bring any extra happiness? I guess it doesn't necessarily take away.
I'm gonna say no because here's what it is. It does take away, and I'll give you an argument as to why. So I think if you commit yourself to being clean all the time, so long as you're not, I think it's fine so long as you're not always offended also by people who are not clean, because then you're just getting yourself upset for no reason.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because, well, my grandpa, like, I've seen movies and stuff that'll sometimes make an inappropriate joke, and he seems very, very bothered. Like, he won't watch anything inappropriate. Like, he's never. So, like, I've talked to my grandpa about it. He said he tried beer one time when he was 21, and he didn't like it, and then he, like, never tried it again. He's never tried anything that is used, like, never gone to any actual parties. I mean, he's been to, like, lots of church-related parties and, like, adult parties that are clean, but he's always stayed, like, very, very pure with that. I've never heard him say anything inappropriate, nothing ever. And I guess it's commendable that he can stay, like, so true to his morals, but I'm wondering if, like, holding those morals can improve your quality of life at all.
I mean, yeah, like I said, like, I doubt it. I don't think that, like, it depends on what those morals are, I think. If it's all about just words, then no. Like, I don't think it adds or detracts from your life in any way. But if it's something like, I don't know,
maybe it does make your
people
life
today.
I feel like it definitely leads to a more simple life. Like, if
you think,
just because, I don't want to do this.
Holy,
can I do this without?
Fuck balls.
I doubt I can do this without arrows. No, I'm not doing this without arrows. Fuck
hey,
speaking
of arrows, guess what I just
did?
Got?
You just get them? Damn it.
Yes. I'm sure you have
a pretty high advantage.
Yeah, that just opened up a whole fuckload of things, dude.
It does, and it makes it easier to fight lots of things too. Let's see, where am I going next? I guess Do that. Get the bait bag. Oh, did I ever mark the bait bag? I did not.
Gotta mark your shit, dude.
I guess I can go up there.
Ooh, do I want to go there now?
I have a couple
or do
things
I
that I can do now.
All right, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there because that just makes sense. It's way out of the way, so I might as well get it now while I'm thinking about it.
What? I tried warping not inside my boat. Doesn't work that way. But anyways, going back to that thing I was saying. So for me, a lot of the funniest jokes are the ones that are more inappropriate. Not because they're inappropriate, but just like the conversation topics. Like for example, like I think Louis C.K. is hilarious just because his humor is very edgy and over the top, and that's why I like people like iDubbbz as well and H3H3 and all of them, because all the things that I will really find funny is the ones that really push the boundaries of comedy.
Yeah, I agree. To a certain extent, I think that, see, the thing with comedy, right, is that you don't know where the line is until people stop laughing. When people stop laughing, that's what the line is. And I think with comedians especially, when they get so caught up in that they don't realize when they've crossed the line sometimes.
Is H3H3 really supposed to be pronounced heh or hee?
I didn't even think about that.
What does H3H3 stand for? I've never thought about that either.
I think you're absolutely right. I think it is he, but with 3's instead of E's. But they still say H3H3 Productions because, yeah, that actually makes sense. He Productions? That sounds exactly like something that Ethan Klein would do.
Yeah. But at the same time, like I can find a good pun hilarious too, but it has to be really clever. Although lots of the times they just make you go ooh, like they don't make you laugh. You can appreciate the intelligence behind them. I don't know. Humor really interests me. Like that's the one thing I want to like learn more about, like why people find certain things funny.
Yeah, me too.
And why some people don't find certain things funny.
Yeah, I agree because to me, it's really fascinating because it really depends on the personality of the person, too, that's receiving the comedy.
Yeah. Another example, Shane Dawson. His videos used to be so funny to me. And even if I go back and watch them a lot of the jokes do fall flat. Like, they do kind of push it a bit too much, and you're like, eh. But sometimes they really, really land. And the reason they land is like, oh, my God, I can't believe he went there. Like, I just can't believe he did that. Like, nobody else I know would go there, and he did. And just because he did, and he did it somewhat well, that's what made it funny.
Right? That's cool. Yeah, I was thinking about that recently too because. So I have a question for you actually. So you did say that Louis C.K. is one of your favorite comedians. How do you feel about the sexual allegations and that kind of thing that come out about comedians? Does that ruin the comedy for you or what?
So I don't fully know his situation. So his situation was, from what I understand, he was in a room with another like female comedian or some other like person in the industry or something like that, and then he asked them if he could like jerk off in front of them, and then they said yes, and then he did it, right? Like I don't think they said no.
Right.
I think they said yes.
Yeah, right. That's exactly it. But I think that there was some miscommunication because it sounds as though they thought it was a joke because he jokes about masturbating all the time, but then he actually did it.
So that's the thing is like I don't think he's in the right, but I don't think he's in the necessarily like the wrong. I don't think it should have ruined his life as much as it did. Because if he asked and they said yes, then technically he's not necessarily in the wrong. Like he asked for consent and then they said yes. Because the other reason somebody said that it's wrong is because since they are colleagues and he's like so high in the industry, maybe they said yes because they felt obligated to, because if they didn't, it might affect their career.
Yeah. That makes
For example, it would be wrong if I was in the situation with, say, another person on YouTube who was like maybe they had 5,000 subscribers and they were like really, for some reason, looked up to me. You should never look up to me, but sometimes people do. And we were like in a sexual situation and I asked them to have sex and they said yes. Like, you shouldn't ever ask somebody in the same field of, that's the thing, is like, does that mean you can never ask somebody in the same field of you for like any sexual experience? Like, should you, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, right?
Place.
We live in an age now where any sexual advances are considered harassment, and that's just not okay, because that means that nobody's gonna ever get together, and you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You know, some people just like to have sex for the sake of having sex, and that's fine. That's okay. Like. And it does, and you just, if you don't want to have sex, say no, and don't just then go and say, oh man, this person wanted to have sex with me. That's harassment. You can't do that.
Yeah, like, because we are getting to this point where, and like, I guess we should be careful with like who we ask to have sex and stuff. Or we're getting to a point where like lots of dudes don't even want to make any advances or even ask girls out or anything just because they're afraid it's going to be taken the wrong way. Like, we're getting
that's
to this
exactly
area where
it.
we're all like afraid of it. We have to like tiptoe around everything.
And
it's kind of scary.
I hate it.
But yeah, like, so like I said,
honestly, that's actually one of the things. Well, hang on, that's actually one of the things that makes me really happy that I'm married, because then it's just so much easier to be like, well, yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna like. That's my sort of defense, is that I don't have to get involved with any of that ever again.
I hate this maze. Yeah, you're right. Hopefully. Well, I mean, I would hope so. You know what I mean? For a lot of different reasons. Yeah. Well, yeah. So Louis C.K., I don't think he was in. I don't think he made the right decision. But at the same time, I think what did happen was completely blown out of proportion. And the fact that he I don't like patronize him, because he literally owned up to it and apologized.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I asked her to have sex. He's like, yeah, I asked her to, like, he would have been way better off just denying it, apparently.
Yeah, what is this culture of apologizing and then have people still harass you for the next decade? What is that? Like,
I think it's just this like culture where people want to bring down other successful people so they can have that pedestal or that platform for themselves.
The internet never forgets.
I think that happens a lot.
The internet never forgets, and that's a problem. Like, there are people that have perfect memories, like it's like a genetic thing where they remember every detail of everything ever, which sounds like a superpower, but what ends up happening is that they hate everybody because they remember everything to the exact detail of all the wrongdoings that people have done to them. Now it's the exact same thing, except that we have this hive mind called the internet, where everybody remembers everything because it's all recorded, you know?
Yeah. Also, did you see that thing of Kevin Hart where apparently he like made some jokes in the past, like back in 2011, so 7 years ago, that were like kind of made fun of gay people, like or no, it was making fun of. I think it was him making fun of himself for if his like son became gay or something. Like he was kind of racking on himself.
It was just jokes from almost a decade ago about whether or not his son would be gay and how he would feel about that. It's just jokes. And people totally blew that out of proportion. Like he even said he made videos and he said like, oh, you know, I wouldn't make
also
those
the
jokes
James
today.
Gunn situation that pissed me off too.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's so much. Like, what can we all just be nice? You know, can we all just be nice to each other and not like destroy people's careers over stupid things that happened 7 to 10 years ago? Like,
why would anybody want to do that in the first place to James Gunn? Like, with somebody like, man, I really don't want Guardians of the Galaxy 3, one of the best movie series ever, so I'm going to find this edgy joke that he posted back in 2010, and that was, like, it was a bad joke, but, like, so it was obviously a joke.
Like, context matters, people. Context matters.
I think I'm like, really getting lost in this pot maze right now. I know there's a second chest somewhere in here.
Sucks my balls, dude. I hate that.
That's true. Somebody brought up a good point. Twitter history from 2015 just shouldn't be inaccessible.
I think that Twitter, honestly, Twitter would be totally better if your tweets disappeared after like a week. Honestly.
Yeah, just kind of made it more temporary. Yeah,
like how Instagram stories.
Who goes back and reads old tweets anyways, apart from people who are trying to ruin other people's careers because of what they said.
Where the hell is this Octo, dude?
Maybe it's a good thing I lost my old Twitter account. Maybe honestly, it was like destiny for that to happen to prevent me from something that I said back. Because I made my Twitter when I was 15 years old, and I had that Twitter since I was 15, which is why I kind of got upset when I lost it.
Yeah.
But did I just go back into the pot? What am I doing? I'm being an idiot right now.
Where is this Octo? Can I not get the Octos yet? Oh, never mind.
So there was probably some things I tweeted back when I was 15 years old that are probably good that they're not.
Honestly, there's probably lots of things. I should go back into my Twitter history and just like clear some shit out. I don't know. Oh my god, this mod has a freaking aimer on the. It has like a little thing on the bow and arrow to aim, like a little sight. That's cool. That's so convenient. What the hell?
Wait, what?
There's a sight on the side of the bow that lets you aim better.
When did that? Is that a new thing?
I guess. I don't know. Here it is. This is really cool.
Nah.
That's awesome, dude.
Has Louis C.K. done anything since those allegations?
Yes, so he tried to do a live show and people shat on him and then he disappeared again.
Damn.
Yep.
That makes me so sad.
Yep.
Just because, like I said, I don't know. We probably shouldn't like hold on to that conversation too long because sometimes it's annoying to go on for a full talk about one thing for too long.
Yeah.
But it is something that really, really bothers me and upsets me. Especially because there's people out there who do 10 times worse things and get away with it.
Right? That's the worst part about it. That's the absolute worst part about it. All right, I'm going to go back to Dragon Roost because I've got a bow now, so I can get that bomb chest on the side of the thing.
And then the other scary thing is, like, I've, like, had sexual experiences, like, while drunk with other people. And as far as I'm concerned, every single situation has been 100% consensual. But what if,
what if
their
somebody,
perspective, or what if, like, what they say afterwards completely doesn't line up with what
right? And that's happened lots of times. That's actually something to be very careful of, is having sex with strangers when you're drunk. Because even if you're both intoxicated, somebody can come out and be like, well, I was the only one intoxicated, et cetera, because nobody was there. You know, it's just it's just like, it's all conjecture.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's move on from this conversation because I'm getting depressed.
It is depressing. We need to talk about happy things.